Here in the UK, Korean food seems to be all the rage at the moment, doesn't it? Popping up everywhere, all around the country. Everyone seems to be buying into that sort of mix of sweet and spicy and savoury that particularly seems to characterise the sourcing of Korean food. And street food is one of the ways it's manifesting itself most, I think. Where have I come? To Bunsik, behind me here. Now this is a smallish chain, 9 branches, 7 of them are in London, 1 in Bristol, and this one behind me here in Manchester. That's right, I'm right in Piccadilly Gardens, here in Manchester, to eat some Korean food. Corn dogs, Korean chicken burgers, all that sort of stuff on the menu here. Let's get inside and find out what it's all about, shall we? So folks, I've come in. This is fast food, of course, right? So it's a fast food environment. Fairly simple kind of tables and whatever, and infernal loud music. I have asked them to turn it down a little bit because it was crazy when I came in. So hopefully it's not too bad for you now. Talking of infernal, the screens you have to order on is what it is in these kind of places, I guess. So what have I ordered? I've ordered all sorts of different things. Chicken bites, a burger, a special Korean drink, actually. Sounds interesting. A corn dog, and something called Tteokbokki, I think it's pronounced, which is like little rice cakes and fish cakes in a sauce. We'll go through everything properly when the food comes out. Now this is fast food, as I said, and of course we're not supposed to eat fast food all the time, are we? Much better to be eating something that's a bit more balanced, a bit more nutritious, and that's why I'm happy to have partnered today with today's video sponsor, HelloFresh, and we're going to be talking a little bit more about a Korean meal I cooked at home using HelloFresh just recently. If you scan the QR code on the screen now, you'll get discounts including 50% off your first box, 20% off your next 4 boxes, and free treats for 3 months. More about that later in the video. So I've got a right selection here. I'm going to refer to the receipt to talk you through exactly what we've got. In this container here, we have a half and half chicken corn dog. That is half chicken, half cheese apparently, inside there. Topped with ketchup and cheese sauce. I've paid 50p extra for that cheese sauce, I think. It's only a little squirt of it, so that seems a bit strong. In here, we have chicken bites covered in buldak mayo. Now, I've had buldak stuff before, and it's really kind of spicy, so it'd be interesting to see how that is. It was a good portion, though. £6.90 for that. £5.90 for this corn dog. In here, we have a burger, some fries, and this Korean drink, little diddy one, that's called Bong Bong. Don't know what it is. We're going to try it. Looks like it might be air flavoured maybe or something. Chicken burger is sweet and spicy. This little meal, £10.40. Again, sort of top end, I think, for a little burger meal deal. And here we have the Tteokbokki, which is little fish cakes, rice cakes with a spicy sauce. And I paid £1.50 extra to get a boiled egg in it. Because why not? Again, probably a bit pricey for 1 egg, isn't it? It comes in at like £9 for half a dozen. We shall see how it goes though. So where am I going to start? I think I'm going to start with the corn dog. Let's get it out of this box if I can, without completely destroying it. There we go. That's what we're dealing with. Very handy little stick to hold it on. They've got a range of different cutlery for the other stuff. I've got some wooden forks here, wooden spoons, and even chopsticks if I'm feeling brave. Okay, let's go for this corn dog. I've hit the cheesy end. You can see that there. Kind of like mozzarella, I guess. A giant mozzarella stick. So the cheese inside is quite plain. The coating on the outside, though, I actually really like. The breadcrumbing, nice and crispy, not too thick. I wonder how I can, maybe if I take this off the stick, if I can find the sausagey end of it. I was saying there's lots of cutlery. None of it's a knife, though. So try and chop it open with 2 forks. There we go. There's your sausagey end. So it looks like just a regular kind of hot dog sausage in there, perhaps. That is very much what it is. Again, tasty enough. Nice little snack. So I like the fact it's breadcrumbed rather than just a battered corn dog. I've had them before. I just find them a little bit, I don't know, greasy perhaps. This is nice. The ketchup is very, very sweet. And sweeter than the irregular sort of British ketchups. The cheese sauce, I'm not really picking up any flavour from at all. So for 50p extra, I wouldn't bother with that. I tell you what, it's not a bad little start to the meal. So that's £5.90 for that half and half. You can get it a bit cheaper if you just have the sausage rather than the half and half. Yeah, I think that's decent if you're out and about, little snack. Why not? Enjoyable little start there. Before I get into the rest of it, let's just talk a little bit more about that Korean meal I was saying about that I got from HelloFresh back at Greeno Towers. Now, Korean food, like I said, is hugely, hugely popular. But when you're trying to cook new things at home, different cuisines and whatever, it can sometimes be a little bit daunting, can't it? Not knowing where to source all the ingredients, if you can even get them all. HelloFresh take that pressure off completely. You just go online, there's all sorts of different meals on there now. They're constantly expanding their ranges, all sorts of different international cuisines, all sorts of food allergies and intolerances catered for. It really is quite a good selection these days, let me tell you. Lots to choose from. What I like about it, they just send it to you. You click on what you want, how many portions you want it for, pick what date you want it, and it turns up on your doorstep. Everything you need included in the box. And that's perfect. When you're really busy, you get home from work, you don't want to be spending hours faffing around in the kitchen, do you? You want something that's relatively quick to cook, balanced, and most of all tasty, don't you? And that's where HelloFresh have got you covered. As I mentioned in the intro, if you scan the QR code on the screen or go to the link in the description below using my code Greeno26, you'll get 50% discount on your first box, 20% discount on your next 4 boxes, and free treats for 3 months. That's stuff like juices, fruit platters, sides, all sorts of good stuff. So the day I cooked this, I'd had a really busy day of editing up in the office. Mrs. Greeno had been at work, Littlum was at school, and we just wanted something that was quick, easy, and nutritious for dinner. So what did I cook? The one-pan gochujang, pork, and peanut udon dish. All the ingredients provided for me, easy to follow, step-by-step instructions, and all I needed was 1 pan for it. Can't get simpler than that, can it? Let's go back to Greeno Towers and hear what I had to say about the finished product. Just added a little flourish of peanuts on the top. Let's give it a try. It looks and smells delicious. Sweet, spicy, fresh. Definitely a healthier option than whatever I'm eating in Bunsik. So there we go. Like I said, don't forget, scan the QR code on screen now or use the code Greeno26 when ordering to get 50% off your first box, 20% off your next 4 boxes, and free treats for 3 months. So I decided I'm going to pull these things off one by one now. It's easier to see than just having everything on the tray there. So I've gone for the chicken burger meal here. This is a sweet and spicy. There's all sorts of different flavours on there. You can get that cheese sauce, you can get the bulldog sauce. I've gone sweet and spicy. Got the little drink, like I said, and a portion of fries. In fact, I'll just tip them in there. That's easier. Okay, let's open up this burger and take a look at it, shall we? You're seeing it at the same time as I am. It's got some weight to it. I like that. Oh, it looks messy. Take a look at that. Well, that sweet and spicy sauce coming out everywhere. In fact, already got it all over my hands. Ooh, that is nice though. Now, how am I going to eat this without getting absolutely filthy? Maybe if I just pop that in the box there, we'll tidy that up. Because that's where the sauce is going to get all over me. Pop that in there. And here we go. Right. Get me bong bong opened. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Could be pear, grape. Definitely got a pear sort of taste to it. Not bad. Okay, grab a fry. Fries are fries, aren't they? They're pre-seasoned, a little bit of salt on them. Regular kind of fast food fry. Nothing I'm going to get excited about, but they are crisp. And they are pretty tasty. Right, let's move on to this burger. Take a look inside. Plenty of pickles in there. Lots of sauce, a bit of cheese, and a chicken fillet, which I can't really... Oh, there we are. See if I can take this top bun off. It's very, very sticky. There's your top bun, and there's your chicken. It's a really nice, thick chicken fillet. Here we go. That's very tasty, let me tell you. And it is that sauce that makes it, the sweet and spicy sauce. It does have that real sweetness at the start, but then it comes in with a really good punch of chilli, let me tell you. And chicken fillet here. Nice white meat in there. Crispy coating on it. It's well cooked. And it's tasty. The pickles, nice vinegar. Hit to them. That, I really like. It's so much better than a KFC burger or something like that. The chicken itself is juicier. The coating is crispier. The sauce is better. That really impresses me. Okay, slight change of camera angle because the family's just come and sat in behind me. We're moving on to these chicken bites with the bulldog mayo on there. £6.90 for these. We've got to say, it looks like a decent portion. This box is full. And this is where it's going to go horribly wrong, because I'm going to end up with this mayo all down my shirt, aren't I? Again, look at the crisp coating on there. It just looks crisp and it feels crisp as I pick it up. That's a creeper. That is a creeper, let me tell you. The chicken, I'm going to call them nuggets. They're sort of halfway between nuggets and popcorn chicken, I suppose. When I first put it in, you get in the crunch from that coating. And it's quite a light spice from that mayo. But then it comes, and it comes, and it comes. And by the end of it, you get a really nice coating of chilli all around your mouth. What I would say, compared to the fillet in the chicken burger, this does come up a bit drier. Obviously, it's much smaller pieces of chicken within. And when they're frying them to get that crispy coating, yeah, perhaps it's overcooking it a touch. Come on, Greeno, get these chopsticks going. But the coating is crispy, the sauce is tasty. I do like it. I just think if they used slightly bigger chunks of chicken and less of them, that would work better, because then you're still going to get some of that juicy chicken in the middle. It's not going to stop me eating them. Almost, Greeno, almost. Okay, now this is the most interesting thing, I guess, here. Or the most unfamiliar, perhaps, is another way of putting it. This is the tteokbokki. I don't know if these are the rice cakes or the fish cakes. We'll see. We've got whatever that is in the sauce. And we've got an egg. All a bit mad. Let's give it a try. I'm guessing, no, this must be the rice, surely. It's a fishy flavour in there. But it is very glutinous, chewy. Again, a really good whack of spice in this sort of fiery red sauce here. Now, this has cost me £8.40. It's £6.90 by itself and £1.50 for that egg having been put in there. No, I think I was right the first time. I think you're picking up a little bit of fishy flavour from this because it's in with it. I think this this ribbony kind of thing is the fish one. Definitely got a more distinct fishy flavour. And then quite chewy. But not bad. Not bad at all. There's some veggies in there, some onions, some spring onion. It's different. It is different, let me tell you. The fork is coming out. And maybe the spoon, actually, to try this sauce in a second. It is different to any fast food I've had anywhere else. And to be honest, and I've only had this once or twice anywhere, so I don't really have a great frame of reference to compare it to as to how authentic it is. All I can tell you, though, is it's really tasty. I mean, this sauce is almost soupy. Hot, sweet, and a little bit sour. I like it. Okay, let's try this egg. Again, not quite sure how I'm going to do that. Maybe the 2-fork technique again, just to pull a bit off. And I quite like spicy eggs, so why not? That does work, actually. When I'm at home, if I make eggs for breakfast with me, I quite often put chili sauce on top of them. It was that kind of vibe. I think I'm having to rank things in terms of my favourites. This is probably number one, followed by the chicken burger, then maybe the corn dog and the nuggets last. Not that they're bad, but yeah, it's not as good as the other things. Right, I'm going to enjoy this. I'm definitely going to need that pear drink in a minute, just to cool some of this fire down. Very good. Wow, colour me impressed, folks. That, I reckon, is among some of the best fast food I've had anywhere around this country. Really is. I'm right in the middle of Manchester here, Piccadilly Gardens, okay? There's so many different eateries around, a lot of chain kind of restaurants, a lot of fast food options. You've got Popeyes here, I can see Burger King. I would go to Bunsik ahead of them any day of the week. I really would. I think the two standout things for me, that Tteokbokki dish with the sort of rice cakes and fish cake and whatever in that spicy broth with the egg, that was just great. Absolutely delicious. And that chicken burger. I mean, that is right up there as one of the best chicken burgers I've had. Certainly from any fast food place, but certainly better than some restaurants, I would say. The chicken was nice and white inside, juicy, succulent, crispy coating, and that sweet, spicy sauce just made it. Yeah, that was great. Really, really tasty. I'd say the one little letdown was probably those chicken bites, the little nugget things. A little dry, a little overdone for my taste. But the sauce on top was great. And the cheesy sort of hot dog, corn dog, yeah, good little snack. Plenty of people were coming in while I was there, just getting one of them to go. I think the cheapest version of that is under £5. So why not, eh? Why not? Yeah, impressed. Oh, the bong bong. Let's not forget the bong bong. So whilst it might not be as healthy and balanced as that gochujang pork udon that I cooked at home via HelloFresh, don't forget, click that QR code, go to their website, use Greeno26 to get your 50% discount on your first box and 20% off your next 4 boxes and those 3 months of free treats. Don't forget that. But what, like I say, whilst it might not have been as healthy as that, it was tasty. It was tasty. The chicken bites, £6.90. Yeah, don't bother with them. Don't bother with them. The burger, sweet and spicy meal with the chips and the bong bong, £10.40. I said at the start, I thought that was probably a bit punchy. I don't think that now. Having seen the burger, I think that's more than fair. The half and half chicken corn dog. So I guess it must be a chicken sausage. Okay. Tastes like a regular hot dog sausage to me. With the cheese in there and the extra cheese sauce on the top, which again, don't bother with. Cost me £5.90. And the Tteokbokki with the boiled egg at a £1.50 premium was £8.40 in total. Overall, I've paid £31.60. I don't think that's bad. I mean, obviously, that's, you know, you're going to say 30 quid in a fast food place. But I didn't order just for one person, did I? This is me we're talking about. I've got to give it a score. Now, I mean, there are certain things I think, as fast food goes, would be a 10 out of 10. That Tteokbokki and the chicken burger would be 10 out of 10 items. But it's got to be balanced a little bit by the fact I think the corn dog is probably about a sort of 7 out of 10 item, and the nuggets probably only about a 3 or 4 out of 10. So where am I going to pitch this? I think probably a good 8 out of 10 overall. If you went in there and just had that Tteokbokki and a chicken burger, you're talking about a 10 out of 10 fast food experience. You really are. Does it get Greeno's green light? Yeah. Like I said, if I was here, with all the eateries around me here, I would probably, if I wanted fast food, that's where I'd go. Not probably, actually. It is where I'd go, because it's much better than Burger King, and even Popeyes would be. Yeah, really enjoyable. Right. So, Manchester, not raining. Makes a nice change, doesn't it? Where am I going to go next? I don't know, but if you enjoyed this video, don't forget, click a thumbs up on there for me. Ding your bell for notifications. What else have you got to do? Look around the vault. Subscribe to the channel. All those good things. You guys know the drill by now. Oh, it's a squeaky tram going by. Need some oil on that. Right, that's going to be it from me for now. I will catch you next time, folks. Bye for now.